As you read the Bible, like start to finish, how do you see the kind of harmony or disharmony between the Old Testament and the New?
I don't know how Gentiles can enjoy the New Testament. I mean, it's so Jewish. I mean, the whole thing is so Jewish, time and time again. You understand so much under the context of Jesus being a Jew. I mean, his disdain for the laws that men had built around each commandment. So there were 613 commandments of Moses. Human beings, men, have built sometimes over 1,000 regulations around each one of those commandments. And that came, and I understand how it came. After the diaspora into Babylon, they came back, they said, we really blew it. We got to make sure we don't get near violating any of these things. And so they put all these rules and regulations, but Jesus had this enormous disdain for that because it so burdened people that you missed God. I see God all over. But, you know, the early Jews, all the disciples were Jewish. All the people coming in were Jewish. It wasn't until later that the Gentiles started coming in. So yes, not all Jews received, but a lot of Jews received. It was actually through the rabbinical teachings that it dissuaded people from investigating this Jesus as the Messiah. So the Jewish concept, a common Jewish concept, is that there's two Messiahs. There's Messiah, the son of Joseph from Ephraim, an Ephraimite, which was going to be the suffering Messiah, and then Messiah, the son of David, Messiah ben David, that would be the conquering and reigning one. And so they break this into two, and they say Jesus is not what we expect. They never even have read Isaiah 52:13 through all of Isaiah 53 because it's not read in the typical readings. So it's much like when they go to the synagogue, a portion from the Torah, the first 5 books is read, and they'll complete that in a year. And then they'll also read a complementary portion from the prophets, but they skip Isaiah 52:13 and through all of 53. I mean, one of the most vivid passages of Jesus in the Old Testament describing crucifixion 500 years before it was even invented. And so I see Jesus all over this. But the reason why I was open to this, and many Jews are not, is because most Jews are not a clean slate. Most Jews have functioned under rabbinical teachings, and the rabbis teach you against Jesus. You read in the rabbinical writings themselves